Yeah, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ New Kid, your girl.
Here to call.
We're back on the channel with another
Kid and C original.
Don't try to be extra.
Okay, come on.
Welcome back to the channel, man. We got a good one for y'all. We got 10 creepy mysteries that still need to be solved. It's a little too late to be talking about these.
I know, right?
That's why we're going ahead and doing it right now. So we ain't got to worry about when we finish. It's already out the mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, before we get into this, go ahead, please let the lovely people know what to do.
Make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you're always notified when I upload a new video.
You hit it with the hand this time instead of the finger.
I did both.
Also, links in the description box down below. Y'all already know where to go. With that being said, 10 creepy mysteries that still need to be solved. Let's find out what they are. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. You know, he be with some good ones. Shit.
For the past 3 years, each January, there's a bizarre online puzzle game that is hosted by someone who calls themselves 3301. Their symbol is a cicada. The complex puzzles draw on elements of cryptography, mathematics, literature, hidden messages, data security, and philosophy. Physical clues appear in places as diverse as Poland, Hawaii, Spain, Australia, and Korea. 3301 claims that its puzzles attempt to find intelligent individuals. However, they don't say why. Many people believe these nearly impossible puzzles are a recruitment vehicle for organizations like the CIA or MI6. Beginning in late August, an anonymous 4chan user began posting...
You moving on like that? We already on number 2.
I thought this was...
I thought we were getting deep. Bruh.
I was like, oh, he giving us a little more...
More insight? Nah, bruh. We already
on. Okay, well, come on. Just keep pushing.
But the thing...
I don't know what was really, but...
He gave us a... I thought we was finna learn... Man, bruh.
You learned something.
I ain't learned nothing.
3301, he hosts
You
learned something.
Hundreds of never-before-seen private photos of celebrities that were stolen from their hacked iCloud accounts.
What?
Victims were mostly female and high-profile, such as Jennifer Lawrence, Scarlett Johansson, Kim Kardashian, and Kate Upton are just a few women whose accounts were compromised. Apple confirmed the hackers had obtained the images by means of a targeted attack, though we still don't know who or how many attackers were involved. The FBI has since said they were looking into the case. Nearly 4 dozen high school students disappeared in Mexico after police stopped them from traveling to a protest. The cops then reportedly handed over the students to a drug gang who investigators say killed them. However, their bodies have never been found.
Wow.
Yo, that's
for real.
They said nearly 3 dozen? Damn.
That's sad. Wow.
And you know,
and
like,
the fact
but you
that,
know in Mexico what?
And then the fact that the bodies have never been found, like the families can't even have that closure of knowing, like,
For sure.
yeah, of knowing, like, for sure, or just being able to give their child or their brother or their husband the proper burial that they deserve.
But you know in Mexico how the cartels be doing.
Yeah,
You ain't getting that body back.
but this
80 people have been arrested following the kidnapping, including a mayor, his wife, and a local police chief.
Damn.
But without their bodies, the case remains unsolved. There's a 40-ton boulder located on the shores of the Taunton River in Massachusetts called the Dighton Rock, and it's covered in puzzling petroglyphs. For nearly 300 years, people have speculated about its origin and meaning. Investigators have been attempting to decode the odd glyphs since an English colonist first described the boulder in 1680, but they've had little success. In 1963, state officials removed the boulder and kept it for preservation. Most scholars think the stone carvings are of Native American origins.
Yeah.
Some of the wilder theories have proposed that it was the work of the Portuguese, Chinese, or even the ancient Phoenicians. The Green Children of Woolpit were 2 children who appeared in the village of Woolpit in Suffolk, UK in the 12th century. The brother and sister had green-colored skin, even though they appeared normal in all other ways. They spoke an unrecognized language and refused to eat anything other than pitch from bean pods. Eventually, their skin...
That's the reason why their skin...
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why.
Because that's all that they...
That's all they consuming. So that's the only, like, your pigment and... You know,
Yeah.
they don't have no melanin in it, probably in their skin to be able to, you know.
Lost its green color. After they learned English, they explained that they were from the land of Saint Martin, which was a dark place because the sun never rose far above the horizon. They claimed that they were tending their father's herd and followed a river of light when they heard the sounds of bells. Then they arrived in Woolpit. Some of the more unusual theories proposed for the origin of the children are that they were hollow earth children, parallel dimension children, or extraterrestrial children. On June 30th, 1999, the body of Ricky McCormick was found in a field in St. Charles County, Missouri. McCormick had been missing for only 3 days, but his body was already badly decomposed. In 2011, the FBI revealed that they had found 2 notes in McCormick's pockets, written in a complex, encrypted code. He was a high school dropout who could barely write his own name, making the whole thing even more strange. Even America's top cryptographers couldn't decrypt the text. In 1985, a metal drum...
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Now, the way
we moving a little too fast without that much detail.
I'm trying to process some things, okay?
I'm trying to get more detail. It's like like the one about the green, that was kind of easy to process.
I'm trying to process, like, I know, you know, your
That
body decomposed and stuff. He was missing 3 days, but it was like completely, like nothing.
Well, maybe that's just, I don't know.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Could be
You're
fake
right.
photos, yeah.
True. I always be like really thinking all the real.
Everything you see on the internet ain't real.
Containing the remains of a woman and young girl were discovered near the New Hampshire Bear Brook State Park. The 2 were related in some way, but they were never identified. 15 years later, another metal drum was discovered 100 feet away, this one containing the bodies of 2 more young girls, one of whom was related to the people found in 1985. The 4th victim, however, bore no relation to the others. The bodies had been so badly deteriorated that authorities say that they may have died as early as 1977.
Wow.
British Columbia Highway 16 has earned the nickname Highway of Tears because of the shocking number of women who have been murdered or gone missing from that road. From 1969 to 2006, 18 women have met that fate. The youngest victim was 12 years old. American serial killer Bob...
I'm sure they got a movie about this, though. I'm sure they gotta have a movie about it. I would love to see it. If they don't, I would like to see it. You know what I'm saying? Just reenact what... This does seem like a movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
8. The youngest victim was 12 years old. American serial killer Bobby Jack Fowler, who died in 2006, is suspected of having carried out 3 of the killings. Most of the others remain unsolved. On Christmas Eve, 1945, the house belonging to George and Jenny Sodder burnt to the ground. After the fire, 5 of their children were missing and presumed dead. However, no remains were ever found, and the fire had produced no smell of burning flesh. The fire was ruled an accident, faulty wiring on Christmas tree lights. However, the electricity in the house still worked when the fire started. In 1968, they received a bizarre note and photo, supposedly from their son Louis. The envelope was postmarked from Kentucky with no return address. The Sodders sent a private investigator to look into the matter. He disappeared and never contacted the Sodders again.
Wow.
The Gilgo...
I actually know about that story. It's actually deep and it's actually real good to, like, if y'all don't know about it, to look into it. Have you ever heard about this story?
I don't know about it, so I have to look into it.
It's actually because they believe that they all were kidnapped before the house was set on fire. Like somebody kidnapped the kids, took them to Kentucky and raised them, but they never got.
Yeah.
Each killer may still be on the loose. The Long Island serial killer, aka the Gilgo Beach killer, was responsible for at least 10 murders, maybe even as many as 17, between 1977 and 2013. Most of the dead were sex workers, but the victims also included a toddler who remains unidentified. NYPD detectives allegedly spoke to the killer by phone in 2009 and had narrowed down his location to somewhere in Times Square, but he somehow avoided the frantic search and may still be out there to this day.
Wow.
He is, if he ain't already dead. Because his killing spree was a long...
That's crazy.
Bro, these just went by too fast and you can't even like assume.
What is so crazy to me sometimes is like how all like, you know, someone will start like at a certain year or certain time, you know, they go whatever, like kidnapping and like all these people come up missing. Then you do it for like a certain period of time and then you just like stop.
And then years later you start back.
That's a good thing. You stop.
But years later
like,
they start back up and then
you start back up. Or some people just fall off the face of the earth. Like the police never caught them. Yeah. The cases went unsolved.
Maybe they, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
oh, remember that one movie we saw?
What?
Where it was a TV show, man, where he was the serial killer. Then he ended up marrying one of his victims because she woke up when he was getting ready to kill her. And she always thought he had saved her.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of those, but...
Yeah. We just watched it not so long ago, but I can't think of the name.
Was it on Netflix or Hulu?
Hulu, I think.
I don't know. I can't remember the name, but it was good, yeah. But y'all go ahead and spam us up in the comment section down below. Let us know what we should check out next on the channel. This one creepy, but it was very weird, though. Yeah. Weird situation, man. But as always, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Nick. This is. We are, y'all.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar.